All right, so it's that time of year again. I'm back to give you my curriculum choices for this upcoming year. I have twin boys that will be starting second grade. They're on the younger side. Their birthday's in August, so they'll just be turning 7 when they start. So some of our stuff is, like our reading and stuff, is not as on par for second grade as maybe some other kids, but I think they're doing great where they're at. And then I have a still preschooler, so we'll keep going and I'll show you what we're gonna do. So I'll start. This is second grade work. We're gonna keep going. We've been using the pathway readers for first grade, and they're about halfway done with the second book, so we'll finish that and we'll do the third book, and then we'll order the second grade ones, and that'll probably be in just a couple months. Then we are already working in book 4 for Explode the Code. We'll finish this up at the beginning of second grade, and then I'll order books 5 and 6 just as we finish them. For spelling, we're using All About Spelling Level 1. I just got this used a couple months ago, and we actually started it already, but we're only through like step 8. So I'm assuming we'll probably finish this up around December or January, and then maybe move on to level 2, but I could be totally off. Maybe we'll just stick with level 1. For writing, we're trying Winning with Writing level 2. And that comes from Jack Chris Publishing. And for grammar, it's Growing with Grammar. What I like about these, they're very straightforward. Just each one, like each week it says, or this one's just lesson 1, but it's just this short. It's this page and a back page, and then lesson 2. And the directions are right there in it. And it's the same with the writing, but this one is lesson 1, day 1. And so here's the instruction, and then that's the work that they do, which is really short for that lesson. And then lesson 1, day 2, here's all our instructions, and then what they need to do. And we get further in, more writing and stuff as we go along. Like here's some lines, some stuff that they'll be writing, but we'll try that out and see how that goes. So that's kind of all of our language arts stuff. And we also do have Penmanship coming. I haven't gotten it yet, and I haven't used it before. Universal Publishing. It's just their manuscript grade 2. I'm not ready to move them into cursive, so they're gonna just keep mastering manuscript. Science, we're gonna be trying the Sassafras Science Adventures Volume 1 Zoology, which looks so fun. It's a story about twins, which is fun for us since my boys are twins. And they're gonna go on an adventure around the world and learn about animals and learn about science. And as they do that, this is the teacher's manual. My kids will fill out this logbook for each thing that they do. So here's our logbook. We're going to learn about the habitat information here. Then there's the map work where we're going to fill out where this is domestic farms around the world. So we're going to fill out where domestic farms are, continents found on, and then we learn about different animals. This looks like it's a cow. And then a bee, a chicken, and they fill out information, animal name, classification, food they eat, where they're found, just some information about them. Spiders. And then there's this notes from, it's a Canadian farm. And this is where they would do any, they have copy work and they also have dictation. So we would probably do the copy work here. They're not quite ready for dictation. I read over them and they're a little too advanced, but so I'm super excited for that. And then these are just some books that go with it, Janice Van Cleve's Science Around the World, activities on biomes from pole to pole, and that's just going to be kind of activities and experiments. And then the Kingfisher First Encyclopedia of Animals, which looks awesome. The pictures are nice. So I am excited. We are excited for science. For history this year, I wanted to do some American history. We did Story of the World last year and just the first volume, and we didn't quite finish it. We got pretty near to the end, but it wasn't really for me. I'm not the type of person that's gonna read alouds from the library and put together the activities and stuff like that. So I figured we could do this pretty easy. This is Our America. It's the second grade history from Abeka. And I like how simple it looks. It's just, you read a few pages about, they have stuff on flags, on separatists, on different important people in American history, like George Washington, and then at the end they have like a do you know, and so just questions to go over with them to make sure they're comprehending. So we're going to do that for history. I picked up this DK Workbooks second grade geography on Amazon, and this will probably just be once a day or once a week, sorry, because it's not a very thick book, as you can tell. It comes with the stars, and so as they complete each lesson, they'll put a star next to it. And that's just what the workbook looks like. Basic geography. We haven't done that yet, so they'll probably enjoy it. For math this year, we are going to go with the Abeka Math, second grade. They did Horizons last year, which we liked, and they are awesome at math. It's not an area that I'm concerned with, but the teacher manual for Horizons was lacking. I am the type of person that needs a bit more of a scripted teacher's manual if I'm going to have a manual. Like, it needs to be telling me exactly what to do, what to say if it can, and that's just what works for me. So, and then they just kind of were getting bored with Horizons. It's like, oh, more worksheets. Let's fill out more worksheets. So the Abeka curriculum has the games, and that's what's here, the charts and the games that we can use. And I bought the teacher stuff used, and it came in these sheet protectors, the charts and games. And I just put it in the 3-pronged folder. So those charts and games, and then I got the flashcards to go with it. And it kind of just breaks up the monotony of just doing another worksheet. It has game ideas in the front of the teacher's manual. And I just like the way that the manual is laid out. It's more like, do this, have them do this. Now you're gonna do this. I don't know, it's just what I need. So there's the student workbook, which is a thick, fat workbook. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna rip out the pages or not. And it's nice and colorful. A little bit more spaced, like not as much work per page as we had with Horizons. I also like that it includes the test and speed drills. With Horizons, the speed drills were in the back of the teacher's manual, and you had to photocopy them. And I just never did that. That's not, I don't know. Maybe I sound lazy the way I'm talking, but it needs to be ready and prepared for me. So I like that they have their own book for their tests and speed drills. So that is it for my second graders. And then for my daughter, who turned 4 in February, so 4.5 when we start school, we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing. We've been doing this My Interactive Alphabet Notebook, and I will probably share the link to where I got this. I bought it for like $10. So it's just this type of, I can write the uppercase and lowercase letter A. So here is A, and it tells you to draw lowercase a. So it's fun, just cut out and glue in. She did a G on accident and we had to cross it out. Well, we just, anything that we do with that letter, we glue it in this notebook. So there's A, and we're through like, and we also use the Easy Peasy Getting Ready 1, so I get worksheets from there too. So I kind of mix the two programs. So like, this is the interactive notebook ones, but then this is linked on Easy Peasy. So that too, that's Easy Peasy. But we just glue it in here, and we are up to G or H right now. We just, uh-oh. It's all stuck. We're on H. Oh no. Okay. She used like the squirting kind of glue for this instead of a glue stick because we had run out of glue sticks. Yeah, so we're just on H now, and we'll just keep going and filling this in through the end of the alphabet. What I'm also doing for her is explode the code, getting ready for the code A, or get ready, get set, and go for the code A, B, and C. And I bought these for the twins, and then we never, you know, we only used a part of this. And so she's just picked up kind of where they left off in this book, in book A. And so we'll keep going with B and C through this year, because she just kind of enjoys doing schoolwork when we do it. And she's started on Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. And she's actually doing amazing with it. For a 4-year-old, she's on lesson 16. She read Mad at Me yesterday. I mean, I am just super impressed with how quick she is doing this, because it was like pulling teeth to get my boys to do this, and they just did not understand blending and listening to the sounds and figuring out what the word is. They just didn't get it. So we actually are just now finishing this up with my boys now. They're on, let's see, what lesson are they on? Lesson 89. So we'll finish that this week. They usually do like 2 lessons a day when we do it, and they can read all of this. It's just for, you know, completion's sake, we're gonna finish it up. We kind of set it aside for like 6 months, and then we just picked it back up and started doing it. And I'm glad that I did, because it has suggestions in the back of the book for like what to read after. So we'll get all those books from the library and read them and go from there. Also, for her math, I have Mathematical Reasoning Beginning 2. So this is like the preschool level, but it's the second preschool level. It's not quite the kindergarten level, I think. And we've been working through it already, so we're just going to keep going. She's on like page 68, and this is a fat book. A lot of it, you don't do any writing. Like this page here is just, you know, point to the elephant and say the numeral below it. So she's going to find the elephant on the number line and then say number 3. So we don't write or anything. We just read through it. And she's obviously had to do some, like here she'll write numbers, I think. So yeah, that's math, as well as just this random animal dot to dot. I get random like workbooks and stuff. This is just from Amazon for really cheap, but She enjoys it. We did these two today, the duck, and then she wrote duck. I love her little writing. It's so, she's still not really great at holding the pencil and stuff, but she tries hard. So I wrote elephant here, and then she wrote it above it, and it looks so cute. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for her. So just with her, focusing on learning to read, learning our letters, and learning basic math, counting, and shapes. So that's that. That's what we're using this year, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Bye.